welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 apartment renovation video. And so today I bring you a independent teen apartment in San Myshuno, right across from Penny Pizzazz's apartment at 1310 21 Cheek Street in the Fashion District, just in case anybody's curious where this apartment is located and also in what district. But I kid you not, I just wanted to express to you how inspired I am right now to upload videos, but also make videos, because this morning at 9 a.m. this morning, I woke up, turned on my computer, and immediately opened The Sims 4 and started recording. That has never happened in my life in a very long time, where I got that inspired to record a video and do it in under 2 hours, which is quite surprising. I feel like I want to do it more often, where I get up early, turn on my computer, and start recording something where I feel the most inspired, because I hopped into my current household save, the Novak family, and immediately I already knew what I wanted to do and started doing it. But if in case you don't know about the Novak family, it's my current household that I play off camera, that I do on my own free time, and occasionally upload current household update videos when I feel the most happiest. And if you want to go watch the creative sim and also the first part of that family, I will link down below a playlist that I created for the Novak family. And overall, I'm very pleased about this family, because ever since Cats and Dogs, I've the Larson family that I created for my LP. That family, the Larson family, is like the Novak family, where I feel the most inspired to do the most for them and give them my all and see what I could create with them. And since Hunter Novak, the teenager in that family, she is a independent teen herself, and she does all things by herself without the help of her parents, mostly, because when she got around 15, 16 years old, she started to find her true self, what she wanted to do in her life, where she wanted to go, and how she was going to do things. And she just started a couple of years ago, around she was 14 years old, of doing live streams on Switch, and also doing Instagram posting and Sim2 videos, stuff like that, on her own free time, to kind of make her own income by herself. And I'm very proud of her. And ever since she kind of got a little bit older, around her 16 years, her 16th birthday, she asked her parents, saying, "Hey, I'm 16 now, I have my own income, I can do all these different things. What if I have my own apartment for a while, just to kind of get the hang of things, be my own independent self, and still do things under your rules, technically?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, definitely go for it. I believe in you. Do whatever you need to do to find your true self, be successful in your own endeavors." And even though she's still 16, under her parents' rules and healthcare and stuff like that, she definitely wants to be able to kind of experience a whole new life, where she used to kind of grew up, and she actually used to live in San Myshuno when she was born, until she got to around the age of 8 or 9 years old. And she felt the most happiest in the city, and the most herself in the city. And she wanted to kind of go back to her roots, and where she kind of became, Hunter Novak, or just where she just felt the most happiest, basically. And they used to live in the Spice District, because they were, newfound parents. They weren't really doing much for themselves, had newfound jobs. So they were just starting out with their life. And she wanted to kind of get away from the Spice District, and saw herself living in the Fashion District, where mostly the creative side of the city is from. Because her true inspiration is Penny Pizzazz, and she kind of looked up to her, and she still does, as a influencer. And so she was like, "Wait a minute, there's an apartment literally right next door for rent, next to Penny Pizzazz." And she's like, "I'm not gonna be that creepy stalker fan that does everything beside her, and follow her wherever she goes." She's not gonna be that. And Hunter will not be that, and nor she will ever be, because that's not who she is. But I have to say that with Hunter, she is definitely a person that will, ask for help and maybe some advice from Penny Pizzazz, every now and then, if she needs any help. Because Penny noticed Hunter when she was in the, I think it was the Orchid A Go-Go in Del Sol Valley. At that one time, she was there, and she was like, "Is that Penny Pizzazz at the bar?" Wait a minute, I'm gonna go say hi to her. And she did. She went to go say hi to Penny Pizzazz, and Penny was like, "Hey, hi, I'm Penny. oh, like, oh, I'm Hunter, like that greeting, that get together, meet and greet type of thing. They did that for a while. And Penny was like, hey, you're Hunter Novak, right? I've seen your stuff on Instagram and also on SimTube for the past couple of months. And I have to say that your stuff is really top-notch good. And Hunter nearly fell out of her chair and fainted right then and there. But she was going to do that. She was not. So she didn't. And I'm glad she didn't, because she would have made a fool of herself. So what she ended up doing is getting an autograph from her. And since then, she was like, you know what? I want to be an influencer just like Penny Pizzazz. And that's why after so many years, she was like, what if I just like kind of live right next to Penny Pizzazz and kind of ask her for advice, collaboration, stuff like that, helping one another, cross promotion of both channels. And it would make much sense to do that, especially in this city. And at first I was going to kind of have her live in Del Sol Valley, but it didn't really make any sense. And it just didn't feel right at the time. So I felt like the city was more of Hunter and how she was going to do things. And of course, Hunter has a cat. I had the idea of adopting a cat when they live in Brindleton Bay, but it didn't really seem right technically at the time. But recently Hunter adopted a cat, and I'm very proud of her that she did that. So she's going to take the cat with her to the city in her apartment where she's going to live for a while. Not really sure for how long. Might be a few years. 2-3 years. It just depends on how things go. But she is technically going to be living here for a while until the time being, until she graduates high school. And if and when she decides to go to college, which she probably will because she wants to further her education. And that was kind of the agreement that she had with her parents. Like, I'll go to college, I'll do schoolwork, I'll get A's and stuff like that, as long as you let me to live independently by myself. And all she does is basically make videos and music and stuff like that to make income. So her parents don't always help when it comes financially with her rent and also like expenses. So she makes all the money by herself and she affords this apartment by herself, which is very, very cool. And one day she'll have a kid or two, but I don't really know. But she has a crush on this new girl that she's been hanging out with for a while. And I am very proud of her because she hasn't revealed her crush yet, but she's definitely, like getting towards that step where she's like, I want to go ask her out and saying, hey, like Hunter Novak is a girl. So like clarifying what I think I said this entire video, but Hunter was like, hey, how you doing, La Cienega? La Cienega Hernandez, that's her name. The girl that she's crushing on. And she was like, hey, La Cienega, you want to go hang out at this bar? And like, she said, sure, why not? And so La Cienega and Hunter, they both are actually in the drama club together at their high school. And even though Hunter's going to be living in the city, they still kind of have like that all get together drama club meeting. And so in my mind, all the worlds in The Sims 4 combined go to the same drama club. So if you join the drama club, you're in that bubble. So it's all in one, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. But like I said, she definitely is crushing on La Cienega right now, and I think she's gonna definitely go forth and see what she can definitely do. Hopefully she says yes on the date, because right now in my game it is currently, I think, Friday. I'm pretty sure. The last time I was playing it last night, and I was like, wait a minute, what if she says yes? What if she says no? So I'm thinking of like two different options. Like if she'll say yes, we'll go here. If she says no, then we'll go mope and cry and make a sad vlog about it. But I don't think that will happen because La Cienega and Hunter have been best friends for a few years now. So look, they have like that friendship going on, and I feel like La Cienega feels something and Hunter feels something. So I'm like, what's really going on between them? Who's gonna act out first? I'm going to have Hunter axe out first because that's what I want to happen. And low-key, I'm having deja vu right now because I feel like I've made this apartment before and I don't remember when. Like, there are times where I have dreams in my head. Like, I have dreams all the time, but I don't remember them. But there are, like, specific dreams that I have that I remember sometimes. And I low-key feel like I've seen these type of, this furniture before. Like, this desk is from Eco Lifestyle, and back, it was like probably like 2 years ago, and we didn't have eco lifestyle back then. And I'm like, have I seen these items before in my dreams and I just haven't realized it yet? Like, I'm having serious deja vu. It's weird. It is definitely very weird. But nevertheless, moving forward, the story, like I said, Hunter's going to definitely axe out La Cienega probably tomorrow or tonight. I don't really know. And I will definitely do another current house update for you all and like show everything, because I think I'm going to have it where Hunter's like recently moved into her apartment and has things together for the time being before she kind of settles on what she kind of definitely wants to do and where she wants to go for college, because she's still deciding if she wants to go to Foxbury or Brychester. So right now she's definitely figuring all that out right now. And I finally figured out that I wanted to put in some cute decor on her wall, so I added some news article prints on the wall, some fairy lights, but also the Buy Pride flag on her wall up against her editing desk. So I think that was like kind of cool. Plus, the colors complement the wood tones a lot better on that wall and rather than the other wall. Because I was thinking of putting the bed where the editing desk is at, but it doesn't seem right, so I put it on that side instead of the other side. But we're getting very close to the end of this build, and honestly I have to say that this apartment is probably my ultimate favorite, especially for an independent teen, because teenagers, if you don't know, can live by themselves in any world and in any home, whether it's an apartment or a actual house. That you can live anywhere, which is so good. And I like that because teens are independent and they're borderline young adults anyway, so it makes perfect sense to definitely have it in this area for Hunter Novak, who is a 16-year-old female, and she is just definitely being her true self. But nevertheless, like I said, I hope you guys definitely enjoyed this apartment. I will tell you that I use a few packs in this build, and I will show you in the real-time tour at the end of this video and how to upload apartments and where to find it on the gallery. So that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the tour. So now that we're into the tour part of the video, I wanted to say that this apartment is probably my ultimate favorite that I've done thus far in 2020, because ever since the Sims team did their Snowy Escape live stream a couple weeks ago, announcing that sentiments, platforms, and half walls are going to be able to be implemented into the base game, has made me more inspired for storytelling, building, everything under the sun. So I wanted to prepare myself before I went full crazy with the platforms, because best believe I'm going to be using them in every single build that I do. I'm not kidding. Prepare yourself right now. So just so you know, but I wanted to prepare myself before that happened. So I wanted to start with the smallest build possible with apartments, more specifically in San Myshuno, because honestly, apartments are fun to do because they're small and they're easy to do and they don't take that long to build in general. So that's why I did it. But in case you kind of skipped to the end of this video and didn't watch the speed build portion of why this apartment is being built for a teenager and where it's located, this apartment is located in the Fashion District right across from Penny Pizzazz's apartment at 1310 21 Chic Street in the Fashion District. But I will show you how to upload the apartment, but also where to find it on my gallery page. But overall, this apartment is for Hunter Novak, an independent teen living the lifestyle of an influencer, creative, actress, soon to be, actress. Most likely in San Myshuno, probably won't move back to Brindlin Bay and might not live in Delta Valley because it's too saturated for her liking. And the city's more her vibe because when she was younger, she used to live in the city when she was born until like the age of 8 and 9 before she moved to Willow Creek and then also Brindlin Bay. So she wanted to kind of go back to her roots of where she found her true self, where she felt the most happiest, being around family and friends and stuff like that. So the city is more of her style. And her parents said, go forth in your endeavors and live in an apartment to better pursue your business. And I was like, okay, works for me. So I built her that apartment. And this is what it looks like. And I honestly am very happy how I decorated her bedroom mostly because when we get the platform update, what I'm going to do is elevate this section of her bedroom on a platform elevation to give it some depth, some character to her room rather than a flat surface because flat does not work for me. So this is what it looks like on the interior part, and I'm also preparing for Christmas as well for her apartment. So right now I have a few Christmas decorations on her end table. Actually, not her end table, her coffee table to be exact. And I might put a Christmas tree in this corner because her living room is not big enough for a Christmas tree. So her bedroom's more of her style for the Christmas era. Plus, she makes videos and might as well put a Christmas tree in here for video purposes and see what she can come up with. So it makes perfect sense. And so yeah, so like I said, her entryway is pretty small. It has all the stuff that she needs, her mirror, her cat tree for her cat, which is the name Dilbert, a newfound kitten she adopted a couple weeks ago. Dilbert the kitten is here to stay. And yeah, so we got that going on here. And I made sure I kind of put some good old-fashioned cat-related things because I almost forgot to put a bed for Dilbert in her apartment before I finished the apartment. So I added it in her bedroom along with the toy box for her cat as well. And then her kitchen's pretty much decked out with all parenthood-related items with base game, and then some postcards she got from her pen pals over the years. And then for her living room, we got her fireplace from Parenthood, base game flat screen, and some good old-fashioned decorations on her coffee table, which I kind of like. It's not cluttered, but it's homey. Homey cluttered is how I would describe her apartment. Homey cluttered. Because if you don't know my speed builds by now, I pretty much deck out my entire house with clutter all around to give it personality, make sure it looks like someone lives here for a while, and it shows what they're doing in their day-to-day life, basically. But here is what Hunter Novak looks like in case you haven't seen her in full, it was her own two eyes, basically. This is what she looks like, and I, for one, love how she looks, and she just looks adorable. She looks freaking adorable right now, I have to say, and I cannot wait to give her a makeover for the Christmas season and see how she looks in her outfits and everything, and also her makeup and her hair. So that's what she looks like right now for the time being. And yeah, but this is her bedroom. Like I said, this part right here will be on an elevated platform soon, but I used the tiny living bed, the Murphy bed to be exact, because a whole bed just didn't seem right, and I felt like a Murphy bed would be more easier to use because you can put the bed up and down however you please to give yourself some room to get dressed, get some toys, look outside the window, do whatever you want to do. And I kind of like that, and honestly, it works best for Hunter and also for me when I want to decorate the house a little bit more. That's just me and how I do things. And I also added in the video editing table from Get Famous and also an eco lifestyle desk to put here for her homework needs and also her editing needs over here. But this right here is also her bathroom. I didn't do much in her bathroom actually, just because I knew it wasn't going to be too crazy in here. So I also wanted to add in the washer and dryer, which reminds me I should have added in a hamper, which I might do and put right here before I upload the apartment. But like I said, this is her apartment. Not too crazy, not too small, not too big. Just the right amount of space for her and Dilbert. So just in case you don't know how to upload apartments to the Sims 4 gallery, all you gotta do is delete the walls where the doors are in every room in the apartment. Click on the floor, go up here to save to my library, click save room, and then you'll be able to go ahead and name the apartment however you want, categorize it however you want, and give it a description, and go ahead and click upload, and you'll be able to share your apartment to the Sims 4 gallery. So in case anybody's wondering where to find this apartment for your own personal gameplay, you can find it under my gallery page, which is SpringSims, also under the hashtag SpringSims as well. But in case you don't have the majority of the packs that I use, or you're just curious on what items I use in each of these packs for this apartment, all you gotta do is click on any icon of your choosing, click it, click show use items, and then it will show you what items I use specifically in this build from that specific pack. Just in case you are curious, oh, I don't have Get Famous and I'll be fine without these items. Stuff like that. So if you're curious, these are the helpful ways to figure out what items you'll be missing in a certain build that you want to download off of the gallery, or any sim that you're trying to download from off of the gallery as well. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, of what you thought of this apartment. Are you excited for platforms? And I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!